最近行かれてないですからね、みんな富山に行ったり。山話聞いてるはずか、本が。富山にしようか。他に行ったことに。どっか金沢。古い町みたいな。共同みたいな。そうですね。みんな宝がゴールド。富山からね、羽田に行って。羽田から行くときは、羽田は東京ですね。羽田は昔、日本では空港の羽田だったのね。でも、あの子がだんだんちっちゃくて、ちょっとスモールになってきたから、成田新しい大きいとこ建てたでしょ。だから今は成田。でも、羽田も最近結構インターナショナルが出てて。羽田は元、そう、元同心に、あとは、年もそうですね、そうですね。だから、そう。でも、ちょっともう小さすぎてね。ハンドルできないから、成田に作って、だから山の中でちょっと遠いね。食べ物かと思ったら、それ赤山に直接行くの？小松。小松に2回ぐらいちょっとあれして。小松空港はとても小さい。そうですね。ちっちゃいから、まあ、便利です。びっくりしました。そう便利です。あまり行列がね。そうね。そうね。ちっちゃいですよね。今もう会館が近くに来たでしょ。東京にもあるし、もう金沢とかいろんなところ。東京の階段は大きいですか？会館、あと行ったことないです。だけども今会館のところに行ったんです。もうあれですが、ホールがそういったと思いますよ。たくさんね、去年と違うのも30分になってた方も今結構金沢なんて2つくらいなんでしょう。すごいね。そうそう、スピーチコンテストでね、頑張って、今、サンフランシスコに住んでいます。でも、全部されます。3年前から。そうですね。平野さんね。 タオさん。
リタオさん。ブルリタオさん。
クラノさん。
クラノさん。はい。よろしくお願いします。
そう、いい字。
はい。
いい字。そうや、覚えた。
話あるんですよ。
Ignore me. All children ignore their parents. You never think about that when you go. Is it boy? No way.
Yes, I do. Laguna, right?
Laguna?
Laguna, right next to Laguna, the yellow.
Near Laguna, near Laguna Seca? The racing track.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, your husband is there.
Yeah. No, my husband likes Laguna Seca, but he is in the racing place.
Okay.
He was kind of about an hour rooting for us.
Yeah. So from Laguna to here is 1 hour?
Yes, about
Wow, that's close.
45 minutes to the track.
45 minutes break. So you're not too bad.
Maybe I would have liked something all the way through. That's why I haven't taken. No.
Yeah, it's 1 hour. Yeah, it's 6 hours.
Yeah.
Don't get married.
6 hours. San Jose, the southern.
Okay. I know the Egyptian go to cruises.
Oh, yeah, I did
everything
it.
there.
Yes,
That's neat.
yeah, I like it.
I've been there a couple of times.
Yes, I liked it.
And then-
Actually, the first week,
Yes.
I came to San Jose, I went to WA, I was in taxi actually.
Oh, that's.
Yes.
Then the other thing is I have a car. That's neat. The same thing.
Yeah.
I like that.
They're very good.
So last time when we met at the San Francisco Library, you drove there?
Oh, no, I live in Greenville.
Oh, yes, so but now you live.
Yes, now I do.
So it's closer here.
It's very much closer. I'm just trying to get used to driving everyone. I like it more. So,
Outside of the city, it usually goes sprawling.
yes. Yes, so I'm just trying to get used to driving a little bit. But I live,
I can't do 6 hours, my husband.
it's too long. That's way too long. But I'm only 4 miles from where I live. 4 miles. So I don't have to wait the freeway, I just take Alicia Park. But it's so, everything shuts down early.
Yeah, it's not
The city, yes. So the one thing I started doing is hiking meetups. Hiking, hiking meetups, because there's not much to do there. So I started getting into hiking. Hiking people. So I did a lot of, yes, a lot of fun. It's actually pretty, I did one last night. Yeah, Yeah. There's so many places. This is the sunset. But this is like a panorama for one of the days and see the ocean and all around.
This year.
Thank
For
you.
you.
Thank you.
You listen in Japanese?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is everything. This was also here. This was another one from last week, and another one.
How long, how many hours?
The hiking, each one is about 2 hours, but it's in line, so it's only about 15 to 20 minutes ride. So there's not too much nightlife, not too much bars, not too much, it's not too much to do at night. Yes. No, it's good for you, it's just when to do that. Because there's not in San Francisco, you had, yeah, you had all the music and. Okay. Here,
Yes.
I hear, yes.
So it's, I used to work in the UK, in a
Oh.
place called Essex.
Essex.
It's the same, exactly the same situation, where basically nobody there. And there's no hiking either, so I went to bed at 8 or 9. Otherwise, I didn't know what to do. But the company is like 10 minutes, just walking
Yes.
distance.
Oh, good. I guess at least there's.
Yeah.
Never going to use this book.
Yeah, all of my groups are maybe hiking,
So they're outdoor.
anime, sailing, Pure Land group, riding group, beach group, volleyball beach.
Writing group, that's it, that's in, yoga group. I love
Yeah,
it.
yoga in the park.
Yoga in the park, I have to do that.
So that's the kind of,
With the real yoga clothes.
yes, at least those are the hardest things, drawing,
ネットで聞く人は誰ですか
but hiking, yoga in the park, ladies club, I mean, those are at least kind of activities. So when you don't,
But it's always on the weekends.
sometimes they do a hiking group on Thursday night or Wednesday night, and it's only 15 minutes, and it goes from 6 to 8, so I can do it on a work night.
で、ゆきさんも喋ってるんで、入れるように。
Still close in a reasonable time.
Yes, at least. Some people. It's not city living, but.
All I wish is for every single one of you to attain true happiness in this lifetime. although it's
誠
all
に
depends
畜産
upon
任せとは言いながら、
born with Buddhism since long
10回
distant
の
in the
心
past,
を
but
しばらく
I
も
never
やることです。
have this time when I don't have this mind in my mind.
皆さん、こんにちは。
こんにちは
Good。morning, everyone.
ただいまより仏教について
Now I'm going to talk about Buddhism.
仏教は今から約2600年前、インドに
Buddhism was taught
お
by
生まれになったお釈迦様によって説かれた
who was born in India 2600 years ago.
釈迦が35歳の時、
At the age of 35,
仏という悟りを
Shakyamuni attained the enlightenment of Buddha.
これは世界中のすべての人が本当の幸せになれる真理を
It is the truth that concerns the true happiness of all people across the world. He discovered this truth.
そして80歳2月の15日に
And
亡
at
く
the,
なる
at
の
the
で
age of 80, on February 15,
釈迦は
he passed away during
す
these
べての人が
45 years.
本当の幸せになれる真理を
He taught the truth,
説き続けている。
guides all people to true happiness. He kept giving lectures to people.
その釈迦が仏の悟りを開かれて
After attaining the Buddhahood, the
一
enlightenment
番
of
初
Buddha,
めにおっしゃったお言葉は
his first statement was
人生は苦難ということ
like it's suffering.
人間は生まれてから死ぬまでの間
Since their birth till their death,
ずっと苦しんでいるのだよって言うんです。
human being has to suffer. This is the meaning of this statement.
日本人もね、
Not only Japanese, but people in Africa,
メキシコ人だとか、
people in Mexico,
イランの人だとかね、
people in Iran,
どこの国の人もみんな
people in any country, they are suffering.
お金をたくさん持ってる人も
People who are wealthy,
お金がなくて困ってる人も
people who are in poverty
みんな苦しんでる。
are all suffering.
で日本ではね、そう思ってもね、
In Japan, people don't think in this way.
世の中には楽に生きてる人と
There might be people who are living in comfort.
苦しんでる人と
On the other hand, people who are in distress. People think there are two categories.
また楽に生きてる人もね、すごく楽してる人。
Among people in comfort, there are people who are in very much comfort,
ちょっとだけ楽してる。
and people in a little bit comfort. There are kind of diversity.
また苦しんでる人といってもひっとく苦しんで
And
る。
among people in distress,
ちょ
people
っとだけ苦しんで
in
る。
dire distress, and people in a little bit moment.
いろいろある。
Might be such diversity.
この子さんは、もう楽しんでる度合い 100%。
Are you enjoying life 100%?
奥さんもいいし、
You have a good wife?
美味しいものも食べてる
Are you eating delicious food every day?
と中には食べるものも食べない
But
し、
there are some people who
奥さん
don't
も
have access to good, delicious food and who don't have such good wife.
お金もないし、
People who don't have much money.
これ困ってる苦しんでる人も
Some people are like that.
このようにいろいろある。
So in this world, there are many kinds of people.
こういうふうに思ってる。
People in Japan think in this way.
日本では幸せな度合いが
The degree
お
of
金によって
happiness
決まる。
might be decided by the amount of money
思
people
ってる
have.
人、
People
Oh, yeah?
think in this way. There are a lot of people who think in this way in Japan.
日本ではお金がどれくらいあるかが、どんな仕事に就くかによって決まる。
Or the kind of job they land
思ってる通りです。
decide the degree of happiness. People think in this way.
一番たくさんお金をもらえる仕事を日本では何か知ってますか？
Do you know what kind of job offers maximum money to the worker?
弁護士は3番です。
Lawyer. Lawyer is the third.
芸能人はもっと下です。
Entertainer, very
歌は
low.
2番。コングレス国会議員では
Lawmaker.
国会議員いっぱい持ってますけどね。
Lawmaker receive much money, but their expenditure is also big.
今はね、変わりますので、一番パイロットだ。
The number one is the pilot.
今は変わりましたよ。
But the situation changes recently, but it also
たく
depends
さんお
on the
金を
person.
もらえる仕事に就くのが幸せ。
So people think that landing on a dream job makes you happy.
そういう仕事に就けるかどうかは、学歴によって
Whether they can land such a job or not is decided by their academic
だから一生懸
background.
命勉強する。
That's why they study a lot. It's so hard.
ちなみに、
Instantly,
大阪大学とか、
people
神戸大
who
学、
enter Osaka University, people who enter Kobe University, those are one of the prestigious universities in Japan. They
そう
are
いう仕
considered
事
to
に
be
就くため
happy
に、
people.
学歴を得て仕事を
And
し
with
て、
such a good academic background and land a dream job and receive a lot of
もう
income,
どんどん幸せになってる。
and they believe that they can become happier and happier. People think in this way.
とか日本では、
But in Japan,
高い学歴を持った人を調べますと、
there was a survey,
家柄がいいんです。
and they did a survey with people who have a good academic
例えば
background.
東京大
They
学
found
の
out those people were born in a
親
good
御さん
family.
の年収は、他の大学の親の年収よりも2倍ぐらい高い。
Parents of students who are in the Tokyo University, their income is as much as those students of other universities.
格差社会にいます。お
There's
金
a
持ち
term
の
that
親はお金持ちの子供に。
society with a big gap
高学
between
歴の
rich
親
and
の子供
poor.
は高学歴。
If the parents have high academic background, their children will
お父さ
have
んも相当
is
高学
going to have
歴。違います。
high academic background
たまにそういう
in
人
the future.
そうすると、お父さんお母さんが学歴がなくて、
Then, consequently, if the parents didn't
子
have
供に
high
与えられ
academic
るチャンス
background,
がすごく減っ
the
てしまう。
chance of education seems to be very low for those students,
台湾ではそういうことあります。
parents with low academic background. Is this the situation in
日本だ
Taiwan?
けじゃなかった。
Now, I understand it's not the
アメリカも
situation only in Japan, but
だからアメリカでも日本でも
Similar in the
台湾でも
United States
そうかもしれません。現在、世界中の国がこうなっています。
this is happening in most countries in Japan and in the world.
学者知ってますか？ピケティ。今世界的に有名な学者です。
There
だ
are
からもう
one
どんどん学者社会が進む。
known scholar who predicted that this kind of society is going to happen all over the world.
学歴が高く、年収が高い人、
So people with high
Don't
academic
push
background and
逆
high
に
annual
学歴が
income
なくて仕
is
事が
going
な
to
くて
have a higher
お
and
金がな
higher
い人は
status.
どんどん貧しく苦し
And
む。
on the other hand, people with low academic background becomes poorer and poorer.
そして
They
ごく一
protect
部のお金持ちだね。
and only limited people with
その国のほとんどのお金持ってる。
has
こ
most
とが起きるんですね。
amount of the money in the country.
アメリカじゃ考えられないことです。
Is this the case in the United States?
日本はそうです。
This is the case in Japan.
実は他の国もそうなの。
Actually, this is the same with in other countries too.
そうすると私たちは
Then
ごく一部のお金持ちがこれ
we think that only limited rich people can have comfortable
ほとんどの人
life,
はこの苦しくない。
and most of the population
一生
have to suffer all through life.
ここに思うんですね。
People assume so.
そこでいろんな手段を使ってね、
And with a lot of
お金持ち
means
に近づ
and
く。
method, they try to be richer.
例えばお金持ちと結婚する。
Like one example is getting married with a rich person,
結婚できないまでもなんかお金持ちの力をうろちょろしてる。
walking around with around the rich
なん
person.
かくれるかもしれない。
Then the person may give you something.
実際にそうあります。USC の大学院で
I
は、
did.
そういうおもちゃたちがたくさんあり
had
ますの
same
で、
experience.
そういう専門の女性がいます。複数女性が。
ありがとう。
There I saw some women who were doing that kind of thing.
ところが、お釈迦様は、ど
On
ん
the
な
other
金
hand,
持ちで
Shakyamuni Buddha said,
金持ちと結婚した人でも
even those people who got married with a
みん
rich
な苦し
person,
んでるんだよと。
they are all suffering.
ことがない。
He taught so.
日本ではね、
In
トランプ
Japan,
さんが大変な話題です。
Donald Trump is becoming mouth of
あの人大統領になったらどうなのよ。
what will happen if he becomes the president of the United States. Many Japanese are worried now.
多くの人はトランプさんみたいになったら
Many people think
苦し
that
まない。楽しんで
people
る。
like Donald Trump
言いたい。
cannot be suffering because he is talking as he wants,
大統領になる。
and once he becomes a president,
もう This is my world. 幸せ。お釈迦様はそういう人だもん。
he's going to be very happy. Even such people is suffering, Shakyamuni Buddha said.
これ2600年前におっしゃる。
He taught this 2600 years ago.
でこのことが、この
Regarding this,
書かれてます。
there's a lot of examples in You Are Born for a Reason.
この2部の第3章の最後
Chapter 3, Part 2. Part 2, Chapter 3, around the end.
何ページ
57.
57。そこにお経の本文が書いてある。はい。
There's a quote from a sutra.
この He who has no fear is distressed and wishes for one. ね。ちょっと英語で読む。
Could you read this?
He who has no field is distressed and wishes for one. He who has no house is distressed and wishes for one. He who owns a field is distressed about the field, and he who owns a house is distressed about the house. It is no different with horses and other livestock, servants, money and treasure, food and clothing and household goods. Having and not having are the same. A person who lacks a field or house must trouble himself about seeking one out, and a person who owns land and houses must trouble himself with their management and upkeep. The same principle applies to all kinds of possessions. If we lack them, we fret, and if we have them, we suffer on their account. Haves are bound with chains of gold, have-nots with chains of iron. Whatever the chains are made of, the suffering they cause is equally real. Shakyamuni Buddha taught that having and not having are the same. In either state, our inability to escape from suffering is unchanged. Whatever possessions and power we may obtain, even if we rock it off to outer space, unless we face the root cause of suffering, and unless this cause is eradicated, we can never set down life's burden.
お上手に。
Thank you for reading nice.
素晴らしい。今のはね、大無量寿経というお経に書かれている。
This quote is written in the larger sutra of infinite life.
仏の悟りを開かれた釈迦が
Shakyamuni Buddha, who attained the Buddhahood,
説法された内容を
gave a sermon, and
書き記されたお経
and its content is written in sutras.
その仏の説かれた説法の内容は
The content of the sutra which Shakyamuni
三
Buddha
世実法を
delivered
貫くといって
is the truth
いつの時代になってもど
which
この
runs
国でも
through
変わらな
the
い
three worlds and the 10 directions, which means it's valid in all places, in all ages.
2600年前のインドの国もそうです。
It was the case in India 2600 years ago,
2016年のアメリカもそう
but
です
it's also valid in the United States 2600 years later.
トランプさんもオバマさんもみんなそうです。
It applies to Donald Trump or President Obama and other people too.
台湾も韓国もみんな同じ。
People in Taiwan or South Korea.
じゃあ何が同じかというと、
Then what are taught as the same? Are
これお経の中にはこういう
It is taught in the
文字が
sutra with these Chinese characters.
これ、あってもなくても
Having and not having
同じくしてる。
are the same.
で仮に今お金のことを言いますと、
Let's say, using the example of money,
この医者だろうが、これ弁護士だろうが、
Even a doctor or lawyer or lawmaker,
いい仕事について、
even people
た
who
くさんお
have
金持ってる。
good jobs and have a lot of money.
反対に仕事がなくて、
On the other hand, people who are jobless,
ひどい差別を受けてる。
who are being discriminated,
お金がこれない人も
people who are poor,
同じ状態にある。
are in the same situation.
何が同じかというと、
What are taught as same?
これ空気思いが、これまさに一つ。
The feeling of distress or agony.
この
It's
空
the
気思いというのは、心の中にある心配や
Anxiety in
心の
people's
中にあ
mind
る不安は
or concerns, those are the same.
心配して不安なことを言葉を変える
People
と
are
苦しみ悩んでると
Equally concerned, and in other words, they are suffering because they haven't attained
とても
happiness.
幸せにはなれず
They are not feeling
苦
happy.
しみ悩んでいること
On the
を
other hand, people are having agony and torment.
心配や不安を抱えていることは皆も
Having those anxiety and concern, with this regard, people are the same.
日本ではね、
In
アメ
Japan,
リカの金持ちっていうと、
rich people in the
しばら
United
く前まで
States,
ビル・ゲイツさん、
people imagine Bill Gates. He thought Bill Gates is one
今
of
だ
such
と中
people.
国のね、アリババグループの、
In China, there's
なん
a
ていうの
company called Alibaba, and the
アリババの
founder
ね、
of this company is one of those
ああいう
people.
人。その特徴として、
The
短期
characteristic
間のうち
of those
一
people
台で
is they
頭もいいし、
are very smart people,
チャンスをつかむもの
and
もうまいし
they're very good at seizing
急
opportunity,
成長する。
and their company expanded rapidly.
これが成功者。
That's the image of successful people.
でそういう人もみんな
Even those people,
心配や不安
they
で
have a lot of
苦しみや悩みを
anxiety and they are suffering, and it's the same with other people.
日本ではよくそのビル・ゲイツさんにね、
In Japan, Bill Gates become a lot of topics.
あるインタビュアーが、あ
One
なたほどのお金持ちになった
One
ら
reporter had an interview with him. He asked him, "Because you're
聞いたところ、
very rich, you must be happy."
幸せどころか毎日が心配で不安だ
But
と。
it's on the contrary.
こういうの
Every
有名
day,
な話なんです
I'm suffering with a lot of anxiety every day. This is a very famous story.
そして、パラノイドだけが生き残る。
Somebody
そういう
said
言葉が
only paranoid will survive.
パラノイドというのは精神病の一種です。
Paranoid is one of mental illness.
常にプレッシャーを受けて、常にストレスで
Pressure all the time.
もう浮かんだり沈んだりするものですから。毎日が緊張の連続で。
They are feeling waivers a lot.
次の日にね、会社が潰れる夢が見る。
They have a dream that the next day their company will go bankrupt or stock market collapse.
これ成功している最中でですよ。
They have this experience during the process of becoming successful.
すごい頂点に立ってる。その頂点の時に落ちる夢を見る。
They have such a dream in which they collapse from the top of the mountain, from the height of success.
ボクシングで例えますと、
An example of, with an example
チャ
of
ンピオンを目指し
boxing,
てトレーニングするじゃないですか。
people keep training, aiming to
Rocky,
become a
right?
champion, like
シルベスター・スタローンみたい
character in Rocky movie, like Sylvester
な。チャンピオンを夢見て
dreaming of becoming a champion, they do
大変なの。
harsh training.
チャンピオンに立ったら幸せですよね。
They think once they become champion, they should be happy.
チャンピオンになった瞬間に、
But the moment they become
いろ
champion,
んな挑戦者が
a lot of
チャンピオンの基準を出すためにトレーニングしますからね。
start doing training to beat
チャ
him.
ンピオンになってからの防衛戦の方が心配さが大きいとです。
So they have more anxiety how to defend their championship after attaining it.
日本で有名なボクサーの一人にね
In、Japan, one of the well-known boxer is
具志堅というボクサー、
Gushken,
具志堅よ。
Yoko Gushken.
もう十何回
He
チャンピオン。
he defended the championship more than 10 times, dozen of times.
その具志堅よは防衛戦の方がはるかに苦しかった。
He confessed later that he suffered more to protect his championship than becoming champion.
そのプレッシャーを跳ね抜けて、
So fighting against this
防衛戦で
pressure,
勝ち続ける。
he continued winning the defending match.
勝った瞬間にね、
the
次の人
moment
がすごく
He
嫌な気持ちになる。
won the fight. He was filled with a lot of negative feelings.
なぜかというと、今まで
Because
毎日
every
次の試合で
day
負けるんじゃないか。
he imagined the
そ
worst
して具志堅
scenario
の時代が終わ
being
ったって言われるんじゃない
beaten
か。
by other fighter, and the people start
そ
saying
ういう
that his
心
era
配で
is
ずっと防衛戦やってる。
now over. With this negative mind, he kept fighting the
勝
defending
った瞬
match.
間にね、
The moment he
また
won
苦しいことをやってきゃいけない。
the fight, he was filled with
今まですごく辛かったの。また
negative
同じ
feeling,
ことやる
anticipating the dark future.
これで出す
That's what he was saying.
今アメリカでは
In the United States,
モハメド・アリね、
Muhammad Ali is the
話題になって
now
ますね。
topic.
モハメド・アリさんはアメリカンヒーローですよ。
He's one of the heroes in the United States.
ところがオリンピックで金メダルを取って帰ってきた。
When he returned from Olympic Games, where he won the
黒人だという
gold medal,
レストランに入れてもらえなかっ
he was not allowed to enter a restaurant because he was black.
た。それで金メダルを川に投げ
So
て、
he threw away the gold medal into a river with anger.
またベトナム戦争があった。
And during the Vietnam War,
罪もない人を殺しに行く戦争に行きたくない。
he didn't want to go to war and kill innocent people.
でもはっきりと行かないという。
So he declared that he will not go to the war as a
結果、
soldier.
金メダル剥奪されてね、
As a result, he was deprived of his gold
ひ
medal
どい目にあったんです。
and he suffered
もう32歳という
at the age of
年を取っ
32.
た後で、再びチャンピオンになる。
And once again, he won the championship.
もうその時の相手がジョージ・フォアマン。
Contender was
当時はもう
George
無敵
Foreman.
のチャンピオン。
The champion was George Foreman.
こ
He
れはもう
was
倒してくれ。
the strongest, and he said he would beat him,
ね、素晴らしいチャンピオン。
and he became a champion.
でそういうような素晴らしい人であってもね、
Even such great people,
チャンピオンになると
the moment
不安落ちるんじゃない。
they reached the height of success, it's the start of climbing
今まで
down from the height.
言うとトランプさん見てるとね、常にチャンピオン
When
にな
I
るんですよね。
when I see the Donald Trump on TV, he looks like he's always a champion.
これトランプさんもこれ出てるじゃないですか。
There's a quote of Donald Trump in this book, You're Born for a Reason. In part 1, chapter 7,
35ページ。
page 35.
ページ
35ページ。この一番下のフレーズがトランプの言葉なんでしょ。
It's on around the bottom of the page.
これピーターそこ読んでもらえますか。
はい。Billionaire real estate developer Donald Trump, one of the world's richest men, confesses that he too feels this way. It's a rare person who can achieve a major goal in life and not almost immediately start feeling sad, empty, and a little lost. Actually, I don't have to look at anyone else's life to know that's true. I am as susceptible to that pitfall as anyone else. Without a proper understanding of the purpose of life, all the wealth, possessions, and fame in the world, gained at whatever peril of mortal combat or arduous labor, would seem meaningless.
ということはトランプさんも
そう
言ってもね、
Even Mr. Donald Trump, he
こう言
achieved
って
the
も
height of success.
虚しさや寂しさや腰
Says
に近い感情を抱くと
he
言ってるわけですよ。
has feeling sad, empty, and a little lost.
あの人見てるとそう思えないよね。
I don't think in this way when seeing him on TV program,
そう思えないんですけど、やっぱこ
but
う、本
still,
当は不安だよ。本当は
this
心
quote
配だよ。
says actually,
僕、皆さんの前に出て演説するときは、全く心配ない。
but in front of audience, big audience, I don't have any anxiety.
こういうね
He
言わない
shouts. Of course, he should
パフォーマンスとしてもね
do so.
こう言うんですけども、釈迦は
But Shakyamuni Buddha,
2600年前に、
2600 years ago,
いつの時代にでも、どこの国で
in
も、
any place, in all ages, in any
全ての
countries,
人間は
all people,
お金の有無に関わらず、
with regardless
心
of
配や不安
the
は
amount
同
of
じなん
money
だ
they
よ。
have, the amount of anxiety are the same.
これを教えられる。
This is taught in here.
じゃあ、お釈迦様はなぜこういうことをしたのか。
Then, how come Shakyamuni Buddha said so?
ここ大事なんです。
This is the important part.
日本ではね、仏教を聞く人がこれを誤解してる。
In Japan, people who listen to Buddhism has a
仏
misunderstanding about
教を
this.
求める人はね、
People who seek
な
Buddhism
るべくお金を持たないようにしましょう。
should not have
こう思ってきてるんです。
much money.
仏教を求める人はね、
Tend to think in this way.
道理についちゃいけません。
People who listen to Buddhism should not go to fancy
仏教を
restaurants.
求めてる人はね、
People who seek
ビバリーヒ
Buddhism
ルズに住んじゃいけませ
should
ん。
not live in Beverly
これを持って
Hills.
きてるんですね。
People think in
で
this
きる
way.
だけ貧しい段ボールの中で。できるだけおしゃれじゃない。
Who seek Buddhism should not wear fancy outfit.
過ごさねばならないのが仏法者。
That's what
そういう
Buddhists
ことを
should
教え
be.
ているんやと思っている。
People think in this way. That's the teaching of Buddhism. People think.
この講師見てるとそんなことないね。
But looking at Mr. Kondo, people don't think in this way
素敵な講
because
師。
you are always wearing fancy outfit and having a
そういう誤解はない。
life. People don't have this misunderstanding.
ただ仏教のイメージとして、
But as a general image about Buddhism,
台湾では
majority of people have this image.
同じ
How about
イ
in
メージが
Taiwan? People have the same image towards Buddhism.
中国に行きますとね、
If you go
中
to
国のお
China,
坊さんっていうのは、
a priest, Buddhist
お坊さん
priest
にな
in
ると
China
セミナー。
joined the seminar before they enter into priesthood. They are not allowed to marry,
かつて
get
お
married.
坊さんはね、お金を触っちゃいけない。
And priests should not touch money.
どなたか不正してくれたとするじゃないですか。
Let's say somebody
お金を触っちゃい
offer
けない。
donation, but priests are not allowed to touch the money.
お坊さんのお付きの人がね、そのお金を管理して、
Attendant of Buddhist priests
自分触らせない。
have managed money, and priests don't touch money.
こういうところから仏法を求める人や仏法
So
を伝える人が
who seek Buddhism or people who teach Buddhism
お金を持っちゃいけない。
should not have money,
お金を集めちゃいけない。
should not collect money.
こう思ってる人もいる。
This is general common sense among people,
そういう意味じゃない。
but that's not the case.
また、子供の時に
What's
貧しかった人が、
People who were poor in
も
childhood
のすごい努力して、
make a lot of effort
学歴を手に入れて、
and enter
そ
prestigious
してビジネスで
university
成功して、
and become successful in
す
business,
ごいお金持ちになる。
become wealthy person.
そういう人たちを軽蔑したり、意味ないと言ってる。ように思ってるじゃないですか、
And
仏教。
Buddhists considered to be people who despise those
これそういう意味じゃない。
successful people. But this is not true.
ですから、ここにいる皆さんもね、
そう
トランプ以上の金持ちになってください。
So people here, I will recommend you to become more wealthy people than Donald Trump.
一部でいいから、私に分けて。
And please give some portion to me, if possible, after
で
you
も
become
皆さんと努
successful.
力するとか、
So making effort
工夫するとか、
or making
他の人が
device,
考えないようなアイディアです。
creating, coming up with unique
クリエイティブ
ideas, becoming creative,
素晴らしい仕事してお金を稼ぐ。
and did
Evil.
do a good job and make money. This is a very good thing.
ただし、どれだけ金あっても、それだけでは
The more
幸せになれ
money
るよ。
people have, it doesn't mean it will guide people to true happiness.
じゃあ、お釈迦様は、このお言葉を通して、
Then with this teaching,
一体何を教えられる？
what was it that Shakyamuni Buddha intended to teach?
これは分かる方いらっしゃいます。
Please raise your hand if you know this answer.
ユア・ボンボーリズには書いてあるんです
It is also, of course, written in the book Yobon Phorism.
本当は分かったでしょ？
Maybe you already know.
仏教を聞いて、阿弥陀仏の本願に見る場合には本当に幸せ。
Guiding people to vow of Amida.
聞かないとダメなの。もうその通り。
Yes, that's right.
その通りなんですが。ナミさん、こんにちは。
But now, hello,
すいません
nice to meet you.
お、サンキュー。私はイングリッシュ。
I speak a little bit Japanese.
有無同然って、釈迦が何を
What was the purpose of Shakyamuni Buddha for teaching having and not having are the same?
When Shakyamuni Buddha was trying to teach not having and having are the same, he was saying that whether you have something or you lack something, the suffering and distress is still there. The basic fact that life is suffering doesn't change.
あ、すみません。
じゃあ、
はい
人生は苦難にもね、これも一緒ですね。一緒。
So life it's the same
なんで
statement
ここまで
as
やってるか。
life is suffering. Why Shakyamuni Buddha say this?
なんでそんな言ってほしくないじゃないですか。
It's a negative statement, so people don't want to hear such
お
remark.
金どれだけやっても心配ないやつを言ってほし
Even
く
you
ない。
have a lot of money, you'll be filled with a lot of anxiety. We don't want
今
to
度は
hear
お
such
金持ちの
words.
人にね、金持ち、お前心配だろって言うとね
If we say to rich people, you must having a lot of
俺は幸
anxiety,
せじゃい
they will say,
自分には黙って
I'm happy. So
多分、トランプさんも同じように言うこれ、
they will say so
どういう意味で
outwardly in appearance, but
おっしゃってる
so what was the purpose of Shakyamuni Buddha? The answer is written in this book.
どういう意味？
はい。苦しみの本当の原因は、
The true cause of
ない
suffering
からじゃなくて
is not lack of material stuff or money.
苦しみの根源を見せたら、
So Shakyamuni Buddha wanted
苦しみ
to
の原因は別にあると。
there are a real cause of suffering other than
ほ
those
とんどの人が
other
苦
than
しい
lack
の
of
は
money
金
or
ないから
material
と
stuff.
思ってる。
Most people believe that they are suffering because of
ほ
lack
と
of
んどの
money.
人は苦しいのはね、仕事がないからだと思う。
Most people believe that they are suffering because they don't have good
ほ
job.
とんどの人はね、
Most
学歴がないか
people
ら。
think that they are suffering because they don't have good academic background.
差別がある。
That's why there are discrimination. That's why there
この
is
差別が
a
私の
gap
苦しみの
between
原因。
wealth and wealthy
この
people
格
and
差が苦しみの
poor
原因。
people.
みんな思って
This
る
gap is the cause of suffering. They think in this way.
そうとしか思えないんですよ。私たち
And we have no choice than to think in this way.
ところが釈迦は、
But
どんなに
Shakyamuni Buddha,
格差社会の頂点に立っている人でも苦しむと。
even people
苦
who
しみの原因が別にあるんだ
who
よ。
are wealthy and successful, they also suffering because
その苦しみの
the
本
cause
当
of
の原因
suffering
は
is different.
誰も知らない。
And nobody knows this real cause of suffering.
誰も知らない苦しみの原因を教えて、
The Shakyamuni Buddha taught the true cause of suffering,
その苦し
which
みの原因を取り
nobody
除い
knows.
て、あなたを幸せにするためにとかね。
Shakyamuni Buddha said he will remove this cause of suffering and make people happy.
それは一言で言うと、
In short,
あなたの心が病気であるから。
the real cause of suffering is that your mind has illness,
しか
disease,
もその心の病気を抱えている人がいる。
and people, in addition to that,
全
people
くその病気になっている自覚がない。
this illness but no awareness of this.
でも医者に行こうともしない。
That's why they don't go to see a doctor.
仏教聞こうともしない。
They don't try to listen to Buddhism.
たまに聞くかと思うとね、
Sometimes they may listen,
1週間に1回ぐらいして、
maybe once a week,
半分寝てる。
and half a lecture
皆さんはそうなんですよ。
they're dozing
日本
off.
なんです。
This is happening in Japan.
くだらないテレビをもう真剣に見て
And
る
they spend a lot of time watching foolish TV
そ
program.
のミッションインポッシブルだったらもうね、真
A
剣に見
movie
てる。
like Mission Impossible, they go to theater and watch it seriously.
1時間40分で。仏教って
If it's a
30
Buddhist
分経ったら
lecture,
寝ちゃう。
after 30 minutes, they start dozing off.
でテレビ見てる時間は
They have time to watch TV
仏教聞きません
program,
か
but they don't have
時間がないの
time
に
to listen to Buddhism, saying, "Oh, I'm busy. I don't have time."
これなぜかっていうとね、
Why is it?
自分がそんな病気だって知らない。
Because they don't have this awareness that they have
し
this.
かもその病気こそ一番治さなきゃいけない。
But this illness is
そういう病気にかかってて、しかもその病気はどんどん進行
and
して、
this illness is
今のままいったら
progressing,
大変なことになる。
getting worse and worse.
全くそん
With
なことない
this going on, it's going to be very bad.
そういう病気にかかってるのは、お金持ちだろうがね、
Even rich people,
オバマさんだろ
or
うが、
President Obama,
みんな一緒。
Donald Trump, they all have this illness.
その全人類が共通の
The illness
この
that
病気は
all
何か
human
を
race have equally.
しかもそれを解決すること
He
を知らせ
taught,
るため
and
に、
he also taught the solution to this.
運の同然だとかですね。
That's the purpose why Shakyamuni Buddha taught that having and not having are the same.
そういう内容が、この You are born for reason の2部の第3章に書かれています。
Such teaching is written in part 2, chapter 3.
そこで皆さんに
So
この本をよく読んでいただきたい
I'd。like all of you to read these books.
リブの第3章の最初って何ページか。
Chapter 3, which page does it start?
53ページ。
Page 53.
それはルート構造不足。苦しみの本当の原因何かって。
It teaches what is the root cause of suffering.
で今から10分間休憩します。
Now let's have 10 minutes break here.
皆さん、この2部3章、
So
ぜひ読んでください。
please read this chapter, chapter 3, part 2.
では休憩します。
So let's have a break.
사고 왔을 때 따노.
그날
그리고 다른 날 이렇게 좀 센스 많이 병원에 가게 돼.
아, 제가 normal water or coconut?
I heard about
But I also wrote a lot of articles for paper. But maybe we don't pay so much, so that's only my side. Yes, yes.
So you can do a broadcast with me like.
何でわかるから喋ったらダメなんだ。はい。
はい。そうですね。日本語が。
It's okay.
そうですね。そうですね。
Common sense is also education and
いいですか。
はい。あ、お金取る。財布忘れた。
では皆さんもう一度ね、
Then, once again,
イブの3章
please open part 2,
開
chapter
いてみて
3.
ください。イブの3章の53ページね。
In this chapter, page 53,
そこに The root cause of suffering で苦しみの根源は何かっていうタイトルね。
the title says, What is the root cause of suffering?
でその章の一番最後に
At the end
57ページです。
of this chapter, page 57,
有無同然でね、
Shakyamuni's term, Buddhist term, having and not having are the same appears.
釈迦がお金があってもなくても
Regardless of having money or not having, people are suffering. Shakyamuni Buddha said
苦しみの本当の原因
he
を
wanted to teach that the true
私たちに知ら
cause
せ
of
て
suffering
それを解決するところへ導く
guide us
ために
to lead to the solution to this.
これわかりましたよね、これ。
I think you understand this.
ナミさんわかりますよね。
Do you understand? Naomi?
あんた、本当わかっ
よしよ
た。本当
I understand very well.
イチさんわかりました。
How about you? Yes.
これはね、分かったらすごいんです。
It's amazing if you understand this. Most people in Japan don't understand this part.
有無同然とね、苦悩の根源の関係のみ
The
な
relationship between having and not having are the same, and the true cause of suffering doesn't click to them. the relationship.
So こでこれ皆さんに高森先生がね、わかりやすく
So
教えてくださる。
どうしました
例えを一つ紹介します。
Takamori Sensei, let me quote one. Let me show you one quote from Takamori Sensei.
ここに
One example.
病気で苦しんでる
This is a patient.
子供がいます。
This is a kid who is suffering from a disease.
これ熱があって、
He has high fever.
食欲がなくて、
Doesn't have much appetite,
眠りこけてる。
and he's now sleeping.
お母さんがこの子がかわいそうだと思う。
And his mother took pity on him.
この子を幸せにしてやろうと思って、
She wants to make him happy,
この子の好きな食べ物を出したんだ。
and she bought a lot of his favorite food.
例えばカリフォルニアのイチゴを買ってくるとか、
like
このノーリルズのステーキも出てくる
beefsteak or
日本の寿司も出てくる。
sushi
韓国のサムギョプサルも出てくる。
or Korean cuisine
チャイニーズレストランのフルコースも出てくる。
or full course from Chinese
これらは
restaurant.
みんな子供の好きなもの。
Those are all her kids' favorite
子
food
供が汗かいて苦しんでるのがかわいそうだから。
because her kids is suffering from high fever
集めて
そう
助けようと。
and suffering. So mother took pity and brings those delicious food to him.
病気が治らん限りは、
But as long as
どんだけ口に入
he
れて
has
も
illness, even though
美味しいと感じないんですね。
put those food in his mouth, he doesn't taste this. He doesn't enjoy tasting it.
この子にとって大事なのは、
What is most important for this kid
この病気の原因を突き止めて、
is to examine the cause of illness,
その病気を治
pinpoint
す
it,
ことなの。
and cure it.
そのためにはこれ病院に行かなきゃいけない。
In order to do this, this kid has to go to the hospital
そのために医者に見せなきゃいけない。
and has to see a doctor.
で子供は、ね、医者を嫌いは嫌いますね。
But usually kids doesn't like doctor.
また医者が薬を飲ませようとすると薬を嫌がる。
And when the doctor offers the children medicine, they hate it.
病気を治すために
But in order to cure the
注
illness,
射しようとするとね、
when the doctor tries to give him injection,
腕をまくってまだ刺してないの。
and before the doctor, just
苦
before
手だけで、
they just those children
刺してないのにや。
try to avoid it.
あなたは医者に今すぐ行かなきゃいかんねん。医者に行くこと自体嫌な
So
の。
those people who are suffering from illness has to go to hospital right away, see a doctor right away. But they don't like this.
それでも本当に愛情のある母親なら、
But if a mother is really
子供が嫌
compassionate,
がっとってもね、
even the kids
まず病院に連れて
doesn't like, she will first of all should take the kid
お
to
医者さんに見
hospital
せる。
and let the doctor see the patient, see
そ
the
して
kids. And
どんな病気にかかっているのか、正しい診断
and
が最初に
should have the correct diagnosis about the illness.
正しく診断されて、
After
病気が分
correct
かったら
diagnosis and find out the true find out what kind of illness is that.
正しい治療が必要。
Then the kids needs a precise treatment, right treatment.
もし、これ診断して、
If after diagnosis
この治療がなされたならばね、
and after healing method,
このカリフォルニアのイチゴもうまいし、そのドリーズにもドリーズ。
this kid can enjoy strawberry from California or a fancy beefsteak,
日本に行って寿司食べて、
or he can go to visit Japan, enjoy sushi.
その寿司もなんとか
Sushi in Toyama Prefecture is especially delicious, and he can enjoy very expensive sushi.
サムギョプサル食べるのもいいしね。チャイニーズのフルコース行くのも
Or he can enjoy full course dinner at the Chinese restaurant. Whatever food he eats, he can enjoy.
ですが、ごちそうを集めて食べるのもみんな意味がある。
So having a lot of abundance of delicious food has
ご
meaning.
ちそうが全然なくて、お茶漬けだけでも美味しい。
Even without having such the fancy food, just eating simple
お茶漬けだけ
meal
食
like
べてるより
rice gruel
ごちそうの
and
中で食べ
pickles.
た方がいいんですよ。
It also tastes good for such healthy person.
食べ過ぎには注意だけどね。
Of course, this person has to be careful not to eat too much.
エクセレントなお食事がいいんですよ。ローファットで。
So thinking about healthy diet,
美味しくて。
low fat diet, food, low fat food,
そして
it's of course good.
食材も新鮮で上質で。クックも一流のクックで。むしろ
Good
三つ
ingredients
星、四つ星、五つ星ぐらいの。そこいけいいんですよ。
and kind of this person after curing the illness, he can enjoy fancy food from fancy
ブレイ
restaurant
ク
too.
だけどね。で仏教では下から上に行くのもいらんと思ってるんですよ。
Some people believe that Buddhists should not
下から
improve
上
their
に行くのはどういう
lifestyle
ことなんですか
from lower status to higher status.
どういうこと
It
なんですか
needs a lot of effort, of course.
ところが、病気を治さん状態で下から上に行ってる。
Curing illness and trying to
病気治さんのに下から
improve
上
the
に行った場合
lifestyle from the lower
全
status to
然美
higher
味しくないん
status.
ですよ。
They cannot enjoy delicious
楽しめ
food.
ないんです。
They cannot have good time.
もったいないんです。
That's a waste of time and energy, don't you think so?
まず、
First of
横に行きま
all,
しょう、横。
so we have to do
横行ってからでき
this
るんです。
direction, curing the illness first.
大森さんみたいに器用な方だからね。
Like Miss Omori, if people
横
are
に行きながら上に行くと。
smart
これも OK。
while
横に行きながら上に行く。
moving towards right and left direction and upper direction at the same
何
time.
も間違ってる。方角、正しい方角にね。
The going left means curing the illness,
で、
and
私
going
が
upward means
横に行く
improving
と言った
the
意味
lifestyle.
これ皆さんが仏法を聞いて、
It means for you people listen to Buddhism
仏法を聞かないと、この病
without
こ
listening
の病
to
気が何
Buddhism.
か診断されませんが、
It is not possible to have right diagnosis.
また仏教を聞くと、
Illness is it?
その心の病気の
By
治療が
listening
され
to
ます
Buddhism, people will learn the healing method.
ちょうどお医者さんに行って、
It's as if people go to see a doctor
レントゲンをかけてもらう
and
と、
have X-ray
自分じゃわからない病気
and
を
find out
お医者さんに見つけてもらいます
the
ね。
illness which the patient doesn't have any awareness.
自分では、
The doctor can
これが
find it.
重いとかだるいとかね、
As a patient
使い目だ
himself,
からだとか、
might think that this might be because of hangover or
勝手にいろいろ考え
because
て
of
る。
eating
ね
too much. Patients have random assumption about his own illness. But having X-ray bring
それも
the
リンパのがんなの。
right
いろいろ
answer
分かってる。
and they find out the real name of the illness.
分かったら
This
そ
is
れを治療
cancer
してもらう
or something else. And once they find out the illness,
皆さんの場合
then
は
they
今
can
日この会
start
館に来られる。
curing
そ
process.
して仏法の教えを聞か
Today,
れました。
they are now, you are now in this lecture hall and listening to
皆さん
Buddhism.
は気がつかれなくても、
Although you may
仏
not
法の
notice,
教えの力で
because of the power of Buddhism, you are going forward on this path.
そして心の病気が少しずつ照らされて、
And the illness in your mind is a little by little eliminated by the power of
もし
Buddhism.
皆さんがこの本を読んでいただいたらね、
If you read
こ
this
の次のチ
book,
ャプター、2部の第4章は、
Buddhism,
この病気はどんな病
chapter
気か
4,
詳しく書い
part
てある。
2, explains us what is the true cause of
これ
or
読み
suffering.
進めていくと、これ病気が解決したらどうなるか。
Then if you find and go reading forward, you find out what will happen after
ですからね、
the doctor will cure
一
the
回でも
disease.
仏法を聞く。
So I want to encourage you to listen to Buddhism as much, as often as
少しでも
possible
正確に仏の教えを学ぶ。
and learn the teaching
ここ
of
に進
Buddha.
むっていうんです。
This means going horizontally.
縦に行くっていうのはね、
Going vertically upward means,
健康的なものを食べる。
like, for example, eating healthy food
ヨガやるとか、
or doing yoga
1日1万歩歩くとか、
or walking 10,000 steps a day
朝5時頃起きて、
or getting up at 5 a.m. and start reading
ニューヨークのダウ平均株価を見てね、
or
適
learning
切なところへ投資してお金持ちになる。
learning how to invest your money to stock market,
学問や教養を身に備える。
cultivating your skill and hobbies,
礼
acquire
儀を身につける。
knowledge or acquire
社会
good
的な常
manner,
識を身につける。
acquire a lot
こ
of
れみんな重要なことなんです。
necessary knowledge in society. They are all important.
一生懸命勉強して、一生懸命働いて、
Studying hard,
社
working
会的
hard,
なステータスで上を目指す。
and aiming higher status in society.
トランプに負けないぐらいの金持ち。
Trying to beat Mr. Donald
大統領
Trump.
選で勝つと。
Or somebody may run in president election too.
なんかこの学歴であるとか、お金であるとか、
Academic degree,
おしゃれなお洋服着るとか、
trying to wear fancy outfit,
素敵なダンスの仕方を覚え
how
る
to
とか、
learn,
い
learning
ろい
how
ろ
to
お好きな
dance,
趣味、気がいろいろあるわけです。
doing a lot of hobbies,
これは仏法を求めていく途
something
中
that
で
you
も大
can
事。
grow strength.
決勝点突破した後も持ってあるわけでしょ。
You can do this during this path, Buddhist path, and of course after you reach the goal of this path.
日本に行きますとね、
In
仏
Japan,
法はね、ほとんど気に来ないんですよね。毎
people,
週土曜日に一応ですよ、カルチャースクールによく行く方なんですね。
many people don't listen to Buddhism,
今日は
but
踊
they
ってま
just
すとか、
spend
今日
their
は歌ってますと
weekends
かね、今日は
just
英語
joining
習って
a
ます
lot of
そう結構
culture school, what they say. Culture school, in culture school, they
大事
learn
な治療があ
how
るん
to
じゃない
dance, how to do yoga. Or
結局その身につけたって幸せにならないんですよ。
without curing disease, people cannot attain true happiness. So like
もう
you,
聞いての上だのことなの。これみんな生きるんです。
people who accept Buddhism, if they make effort in the field of hobby, all these things will have meaning.
そこでまた皆さんにお勧めするのは、
So I'd like to encourage you. One thing is,
仏教は聴聞に極まる。
in Buddhism, listening is of utmost importance.
正しい仏の教えを正しく聞く。
Listening to the true teaching of Buddha
この会館に来るのが足を運んでいた。
coming to this lecture hall as often as possible,
そしてこの本をね、少しでも
read this book, Yobon for Reason,
正確に読んでいた。
correctly and accurate manner,
この道を横に進んでいた。
and going forward horizontally
そうすることがね、
toward
皆
the
さん
goal.
が今まで身につけてこられたいろいろなごちそうを全部生かすことなんです。
It means all your talent and ability will start having meaning.
これ分からないですよね。
Does it make sense to you? Yes.
どれが分からないからね、行動を見てるからなんですよ。
We can see how much you understand this teaching by watching your behavior.
ではこれでやります。
So that's all for today.
No. 音楽さん歌ってやらせていただきます。
Let's sing one book song. もらいたい日の音読は身を粉にしてもほずれし知識の音読も骨を砕きてもすべし如来大悲の音読は身を粉にしてもほずべし知識の音読も骨を砕きてもすべし
Please stay seated until I close the call. Okay, it was great to have you all with us. Yeah, so now we understand why having and not having are the same.
Donations are accepted in the back of the room. And do we have other announcements?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.